Me again, ladies. Another one. This one is amazing. The one I done earlier. Oh, broke me. I'll come off quick. 'Cause I started crying. Yeah, it was Marsh and all that. That house of the military man. Bless him. Anyway, let's get on with this one because it's gorgeous.
Glimpse of it, and it's slowly revealing herself. What a place again. Wow. An abandoned building is not a forgotten building. It just hasn't found its new lover yet.
Yeah.
This was once the residence of an 18th century noble and his beloved family. He was a general who was active in the French Revolutionary Wars, and he defended his country with great pride. Even after he passed, his descendants continued to live and laugh within the walls of the castle. Inside these walls, many clues and artifacts tell the events that took place here. The number of historic artifacts that have been left behind over the centuries is unfathomable. Every single room and corner in this place hold precious memories from the former times. It has now been a long time since there was activity in this wonderful place. The descendants of the French general have moved on and relocated to bigger cities in search for work, leaving the castle behind to slowly wither With our cameras ready, we will enter this castle after all these years and capture its secrets before they are lost to time forever. This is totally magnificent. I think we should go in through the basement. That's what I've heard, but I want to give you a glimpse of the front side of this castle. Have a look at that. Jeroen is already going for it, so I'm gonna follow him right behind. Yes, it's open. Okay, that's good. Okay. I'll go in front of you. Okay. We're entering into a cave, into a castle dungeon, or just the basement, as you can call it. Wow, this is another level. Look at these doorways that we are seeing here in front of us. Very tiny, beautiful. The first thing I gotta do when I get into here is, of course, put on my gloves. These boys are very important to explore this place. Are you ready for it? Yeah. Of course, I also have to ask, are you ready for it? If you want to see more of this content, please make sure to subscribe to the channel because we're uploading this content like every single week. Explorations like these. Okay. The first thing that we're going to do in this castle is explore the basement before we go to the first floor, I think Jeroen is already going to take some pictures up there, but we are going to focus first on the basement, because those are also very interesting abandoned castles. And the first thing we can notice as well is that we have an arch-style ceiling, and that's something from the 1800s. Very low basements as well, and they were mostly used to store things for the agricultural and viticultural businesses that these castles occupied, and also the wine storage, and I hope to find the wine storage as well. Mostly the servants of the castle would work down here, not the owners of the place. And the first thing we can see is a little storage for wine bottles. We still have some wine bottles laying around over here, collecting dirt and dust, but these ones seem to be empty. Okay. We got a full one to this side. No, I thought it was full. There's no cork on there anymore. Wow. And here would be thousands of bottles of wine, and the castle is still in operation. What do we have here in this last room? Some of these rooms are also used as refrigeration, because under the ground is of course way cooler than up there. But in here again, it seems like they used it as wine storage. With all empty bottles. I have to crouch every single time I go underneath one of these doorways. Here's another one. Let's go down. Then over here we end up in some sort of a general storage area. Not very interesting. I would have expected more from this basement, but you never know what you're gonna encounter while exploring these abandoned places. One thing I see is an animal. Oh. A Triceratops, I think it is. It's a Duizendpoot in Dutch, but I'm not 100% sure about the name in English. Oh my god! Have a look what I'm seeing here in front of me.
Jesus.
Thousands of bottles of empty wine just laying here in front of me. And they all seem to be from the same brand. I have to be a bit careful that I don't make too much noise. Gonna take one out and show you. Chateau La Gousse, it says on here. That's interesting. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna crawl over that. So the only way to go from here is upstairs. Also have a look at these boots that are here. Okay, so now we're gonna make our way inside of the castle. And boy, am I excited to see what it looks like. So we just came from the basement. I had to maneuver myself in between this cabinet over here. So yeah, I'm now inside of the castle. I've not seen much, but what I've seen is just spectacular. So let's have a stroll throughout this place. And let's explore what's left behind here. Wow, the first room that I'm ending up in is most definitely the dining room of the castle. As you can see, wonderful tile floor, this grand chandelier here in the middle of the place, copper accents, multiple lighting, and a beautiful crown molding on the ceiling. But it seems like they've started to rearrange things in this place. Maybe in preparation to move things out or to sell the castle. But that's a good thing. And I notice I don't have my gloves on, so I'm gonna put them on again. Okay, that's better. But like I told you, it's maybe in preparation of moving out or selling the castle. So I think that's a good thing. And yeah, but I've not seen anything of them wanting to sell the castle, so I'm not sure about that fact. Wonderful paintings here on the wall of grasslands, vegetation, the French countryside. Again, also wonderful built-in cabinets that were used as storage. Some crystal glasses still left in there. Some general appliances down here, but nothing historical. Maybe this bottle, some sort of brown elixir is in there. Some sort of liquid, maybe cough syrup. Let's close this one. Let's go further. Right above the table, we have another depiction. I think it is of the nature reserve that we find ourselves in today, because the lake that I see here on this picture definitely represents the lake that I saw in the nature reserve. Wow. I can see the first taxidermy animal as well in this place. The owner of this castle was most definitely a hunter. We can see this boar that's very native to the French countryside and definitely to nature parks like this. So he most likely also hunted over here. Look at that face. It's a face of anger before death. Right next to it we have this vintage radio. I remember having one of those. I got it from my uncle. I still have this piece. I keep it on. It's very dear present from him to me, so yeah. Oh, and this is also very wonderful. These are the heaters throughout the castle, but these are not like central heaters. These were run on wood, probably from the basement of the castle. I love how they're made with this marble top. What room do we have to this side? Okay. I can see some boots standing here in the corner. And it seems like a general appliances room with a washing machine and even a map of France. I'm not gonna go too close to that. I don't want to reveal this place. And right next to it, we have the kitchen of the household. Wow. A few more of those animal skulls scattered around here. Plates and pots and cups. And lots of firewood as well that they never used in this place. Look at these antlers. They're hanging here on the wall. Aren't they just fascinating? Okay, we're back in the dining room right now, but it's always time for the most spectacular room of this entire place. And that's the hallway, everybody. Look at the furniture that they had in here. Wonderfully carved all throughout. This is true craftsmanship from the former times. You can see that they carved some little children in here. Wonderful design. You also have this radiator here to the side. And they have this compartment in the front that people use to heat things like those bottles that you use in the bedroom to warm your feet. I lost the word for it. They also heat just general things in here and even keep their food warm in these compartments right here. We don't see them anymore nowadays, but they were a part of this castle and other places in France in the former times. Let's look what's in this one. This one's still filled with hundreds of glasses, all left behind in here. Let's close this beauty up. And then we enter up in the wonderful hallway with one of the most amazing and beautiful stairways that I've ever seen in an abandoned place. You have to know, before I came to this place, I got the location and the only thing I saw was this stairway. And this stairway was the reason that I came to this castle. I can't just, oh, my eyes are locked on it and I want to look at it every single second. Of course, I'm gonna let you all look at it, of course, as well. With these yellow walls to the sides, with the stairway in the front. This is by far the most beautiful hallway that I've ever seen while exploring. Wow. And here the guests of the house and the people of the house were let inside, as you can see. Very grand door, way higher than the doorways in the basement of the castle. The shutter is closed. We also have these sort of marble pillars, but they are painted on to the side here. Oh, and even some oil lamps hanging here on the sides. Wonderful. Hunters working in the fields with their horses and dogs to kill an animal, to kill a deer. Oh my gosh. Even have paws of the animals he shot hanging here on the wall. Wow. So much depictions of hunting. A wonderful bench as well here in the hallway, where you could store general things like your umbrella and some coats. But it seems like they stored a few light fixtures in here and some glass. That's the only thing. Be a bit careful. And we have another one to this side as well. I think this is Jeroen's jacket. Yes, it is. I'm gonna place it to the side. This one is also completely empty. I love the woodwork on it. It's most likely oak wood, beautifully carved. I think there would also have been a cushion on there before. More depictions of hunting here on the walls. French countrysides. I love it. And then let's focus a bit more on this hallway. Down the light. Let me show you this beauty. Here in the middle of it, you have a grand chandelier hanging. It's intriguingly designed, brass or copper, but I think in this case it's brass. And even more of those antler hats hanging here on the walls. I can see some dates on there. This one says 1808. I'm not going to go too close, but there are inscriptions on there, and they definitely reveal the locations of these places. This one here in front of me, the paw, states 1894.
Damn.
A beautiful upholstery chair underneath here, and a chest right next to it. Ooh, I'm not able to open this one up. And then here on the walls, there are more deer heads, all scattered throughout. All shot in these French countrysides. A lovely face as well to this side. A boost. And there should be a boost on here. I think it's more appropriate to put a boost on a pillar like this. And the face is still very lovely. We see some working men's clothes in here. Okay, if I open this very carefully, I can look inside this cabinet. It's just a part. Okay. I have to be careful to close it, to not knock down this face. Okay. Wonderful. And then here right behind the stairway, we also have a grand mirror to look at you when you get inside of the castle. Then you can see yourself over here in the mirror. It's a very nice touch. This deer is looking straight into my eyes. What are you looking at, mister? I'm also very curious to see what's behind these two doorways, because this hallway leads to everywhere in the castle. And here behind we have two more doorways, so let's see what these two doorways bring us to. Okay, the first one leads straight into a very ordinary bathroom, just a toilet over there, not very interesting. Let's close that up. And the other one, let's have a look. Okay, that leads us into some sort of a general storage area with wonderful wallpaper here on the walls. Wow, look at this. Isn't that just magnificent? Like coat hangers all around, so maybe a storage room for all the jackets. And we have this wonderful lantern also hanging here in the middle of the room. Chests and some other things. And now from the hallway it's time to walk straight into the room to the left here before we go upstairs. Oh my god, I have not seen this room before. The first thing I notice in here is most definitely the gramophone that's displayed over there. I've never seen a complete gramophone in an abandoned place. Wow. Look at this beauty. And it's an instrument that's not used much more nowadays, but it was used a lot back in that time. With this lever, you could turn it and play the music, or you could just wind it up like that. There's even still a record laying here. Fascinating. Fascinating. And this was some sort of little coffee area, a sitting room, something like that. A table in the middle, some upholstery chairs all around it. Beautiful upholstery chairs around this table. And I can still see the owner of the castle sitting here after a long day of hunting, just enjoying a nice coffee or a whiskey or a glass of wine. Something like that. And this is the grandest chandelier that we have seen so far in the castle. A crystallier chandelier hanging here in the middle of the room and just presenting it, just being here. Wow. Beautiful lady depicted over here in this painting. And now we have this grand bust here in the middle of the room. It says that it's from 1792 to 1802. It's from Jean Hardy. Maybe the former owner of this place, but I have to do some research about it. Get another wonderful painting here on the wall. And then we have a grand fireplace in the middle of the room here. Wonderful marble surroundings of it. And even this face that's displayed up here. Sort of intriguingly designed. It's always a nice thing to imagine. This fireplace still running. This room back into its heyday. The people still sitting in the chairs after a long day of work. And just feeling the atmosphere, the presence of the former room. Time flies. Before you know it, your place is abandoned, and I come by to explore it. I can see another instrument standing here in the corner of the room. You think it might just be a normal desk, but you can see some pedals down here. So that says to me that it's most definitely a piano. Let's try to reveal what's underneath here. Unfortunately, I think it seems to be completely locked. Yes, it is. It's very unfortunate. Oh, no, I found it. Oh, such a wonderful piano. And it still plays. It's one that's made in Paris. Probably a very expensive piece. I can even see the snares inside of here. Wow. Beautiful. Some vases on top and some other artifacts. And yet again, some more wonderful paintings on the walls. What's this lady looking at? I don't know. Wow, one more look at that piano, of course. Let's close it up. Wow. This is actually the first time that I see a model like this. I've seen vertical pianos, I've seen wing pianos, but this shape and form I've not seen before. And that's one for the books because it's very special. A few more things in this room. It's a beautiful bright mirror. Right here in front of us. You can see a little box standing here underneath. It's Asian artifact. What's this? What does this reveal? There's nothing in here. They seem like pots to store something inside. They're all very intricately designed. Beautiful artifact. Wow. Show you the top of it. Some more paintings and pictures here on the walls. And yet again, one last overview of this room. Because I think this one is as special as the hallway. But what's unfortunate to me is that we have not seen a single paper of the former owners. No history, no date of abandonment. I hope to find something like this in a place like this. We have another doorway here in front of us. See where that leads to. Ooh, another boar head here on the walls. Looking also very vicious. A lady feeding some wine to an Arabian man. Oh my god. Am I seeing this right?
Oh my god.
No way. Hope it's not disrespectful to touch it, but I've never seen something like this before. This definitely looks like a real human skull.
Yeah.
Gonna leave it here to rest. But if this is true, this is the first time I've ever touched a human skull. That's not alive. Oh my god. These are the things you encounter while exploring abandoned places. And we have just ended up in the hallway in the bureau of the castle. As you can see, here the former owner conducted all his work. Look at this fascinating table and the way it opens up. You can take these planks out like this. Even have a fireplace in here and a sword on top of the fireplace. Wow. I did not expect to find weapons in this abandoned place. A vase up there above the fireplace. I want to have a closer look and show you this sword as well in detail. The holster is totally falling apart. Let's place it back over here. Just have a look at this wonderful sword. Oh, I'm not standing in front of the camera. Just have a look. This wonderful sword. Beautiful carvings all over this piece. I think it was to finish off an animal when they shot it. Just place it back neatly in its holster on top of the fireplace. When you find things like that, then you know your exploration is just complete. You don't need to find anything more, but things just keep coming. An empty cabinet here in front of us. And here we end up in some sort of a little library. Hundreds of books stacked here. A few more pictures at the end here, and a religious one as well up there. What does this lead to? A showering area? No way. With a very modern shower. So that tells me that this castle has probably been used until very recently, because this one is not more than, I would say, 30 or 20 years old from the looks of it. Here it says toilet on the door. But we end up in another magnificent room. Wow.
Ja,
This is yet
lekker
another
mee.
sitting area that we have just wound up in. And this is by far the last room from this downstairs area. First thing I notice is this wonderful wall clock. Copper designs and engravings in there. And the weight and everything is still present. I have to be honest, this might be the most uninteresting room of the castle, but it has a very nice atmosphere. It's just a very cozy sitting area, to my opinion. When I lived here, I would spend the most time in here, just reading books, just being here, sitting in front of the fireplace. I can see that this fireplace has been used heavily. The black smoke is up there. Wow. Beautiful copper lamps to either side of here. Bench to sit on while you're working on the desk. Wonderful. Just wonderful. It's time, everybody. It's time to wander up that wonderful staircase. I'm very excited for it, so let's waste no more time. We're gonna do it just like somebody that lived in this place. We're gonna wander up this masterpiece. Right in front of me here. Look at this. A spiraling staircase going to the top floor. The first two steps are made from marble. The other ones are all made from wood. Oh my God. Look at the skylight that we have above us. That's just wonderful. We're ending up in a very neat top stairs hallway. Upholstery chairs all around the corners of the room. These are some beautiful pieces. And then one to this side. Just have a look at this hallway.
Beautiful.
That's just incredible. The spiraling going downstairs. Wow. I'm not sure which room to take first, but I'm looking at this one. So let's go in there. Fortunately, the first thing that we encounter is a completely empty room. We can definitely see from the style of it that it must have been a very neat room. We have an encavement here on the wall where a bed would stand back in the day. Okay. Oh my God. Look at this.
Wow.
We just ended up in. They literally had a chapel in the middle of the castle. No freaking way. You can even close these little gates. And by this, you can definitely tell that the people that lived in here were very, very rich, but also religious. They were probably as rich as they were religious. This was by far a private church with only one bench. Most likely they would hire a priest. And here we can see a picture in front of the castle. Hundreds of young boys standing here in front of the castle, and 5 priests sitting in the middle. Wow. I'm gonna take a look at this chapel. A wonderful depiction of Maria above it. And then we have the altar down below here. Even still a praying book left here, Bible, standing here for eternity. Some statues to the sides. And then on this side, the owners of the castle would sit and pray every single day. Wow. I just love this room, what it has to show us. This is actually something that I have to tell you. In France, you don't see chapels that much in abandoned places. They are not part of it. Most castles don't have chapels. In Italy and in Portugal, you see it more often. I've only encountered like 3 or 4 chapels in abandoned castles before. So yeah, in Portugal I encountered them in even houses. But here in France, they're not that common. And this was the room that we already explored. So we're back in the hallway right now. So let's go from room to room and see what this top floor has to hold for us. Ooh, these are the blue rooms. Blue wallpaper all around the room. And I think we just ended up in the children's bedroom, as you can see. 2 mattresses stacked on the bed here. And of course, every single room in this house had a fireplace. And the central heating, as you can see, has been added on later. The pipes are not running inside of the walls. And even the light fixtures most likely have been added on later. See, the cable for the lights has been concealed behind here. What room do we have here? Wow, a bathroom with a bath that has paws underneath. That's something you only encounter in castles. That was something for the very rich. And even a piece of art displayed above the bathtub. Wonderful. I love this mirror as well, with this intrigued design above it. I'm gonna test if the water still works. But no, it does not, unfortunately. Flushing style toilet. And here we end up in another room. And yet again, it seems like they cleaned out a lot of rooms on this upstairs floor. Maybe to preserve the furniture, or because they are moving out of the castle. In here would be a grand double bed caved into the wall. Just fascinating to see. Again, a lot of depictions here on the walls. Louis the 60 or the 14th, it says on here. And yet again, in this bedroom as well, we have a lovely fireplace. And again, I have to also point out the wonderful wallpaper inside of this place. Let's go further and let's see the remainder of the castle. Here we end up in another room with a beautiful upholstered bed right in front of us, still made after all these years of abandonment. Wow. See, let's look at the bathroom. And every single bedroom in this place also has a bathroom with one of those bathtubs with these paw balls, these paws underneath. And even some artwork in this one as well. I always love wandering through these places and discovering while I make my way through these abandoned castles. Here we can see this is the balcony in front of us. We have another fireplace to this side. I want to take a peek on the balcony. Liam seems to be completely stuck. Look at the view that these people got when they woke up in the morning. They could overlook their property and the nature that's in front of it. Isn't that just wonderful? I think you have one last room to cover on this floor. That's this last bedroom. It seems like they wrapped the mattress in here in plastic. Again, a wonderful mirror. The clock fixture in front of it. Wow. Beautiful. Copper lamps to the sides. And here we have a mirror. It's a freestanding mirror. And this is the same encrustment that we see on the outside of the castle as well as here on the mirror. So that tells us something about the family. This was their crest of armor. They were definitely royal. Definitely. A royal castle. Wow. And in this cabinet as well, we have more beautiful carving. This reveals nothing. And again, we have one more bathroom here at the end. Also, when we look closer to the bathtub and look at the faucet, just the door, how this would function back in the day. You have this lever to open and close the valves. Cold and hot. I'm gonna learn you some French today. It says chaud on the left one, that's hot, and froid on the right one, and it's cold. And even this shower head is just magnificent, in my opinion. In my honest and humble opinion. And the same mechanism is also used over here. Wow. They're made in Paris. It says in there, Paris. This place is just mind-blowing. I already had a look, but I want you to guess where the doorway and the stairway to the attic is. It's somewhere here in the hallway, but it's concealed, as you can see. Okay, I'm gonna take you to there. Take one more guess. No, it's not behind this door. It's right over there. Right here, behind this doorknob. Reveals a secret door and a secret stairway to the top floor of this place. Let's go up here, another spiraling staircase that takes us higher into the castle, and most likely in a place where the servants used to sleep. Wow. This is definitely the attic of the place. And here we have some windows that look into the hallway, but they are very dirty. Welcome everybody to the attic of this castle. Look at this storage area. Oh my god. The chest. chests. It says over here from travels around the world. What's inside of here? Papers. I'm not sure. Oh, there are drawings. Look at this. From the children that slept in this castle. Or that lived in this castle, excuse me. Wow. On the attics you always find something about the people from the former times. What do we have around here? So much furniture lying here. And this is the dome of the hallway where the skylight is. Let's have a look what these magazines tell us about the date that this place got abandoned. February of 1989. But it's the attic, so they're probably very old. Spinning wheel. I see standing here. Jacket. The former person. One more look. That dome. Oh, I see there's a little stairway that we can climb to get there. We're now on the top of the castle, and this is the dome for the skylight. I have to be careful because there's a lot of glass here on the ground. I'm not going to go any further. It's pretty fascinating to see it from up here and how it's constructed back in the day. And now I have to make my way down this stairway very carefully. It's very wobbly as well. I'm not gonna stand on this one because it's only half. Okay, I made it down safely. Whew, that was an adventure. I already see some more things on top of this attic. A little doghouse from the children. Look at this book that we have here in front of us. It even has a lock to the side to lock the book up. Oh, this reveals pictures of the former owners.
Wow.
Look how lovely they look. Vintage pictures of these people concealed here on the attic. I see here 1892. This was Mr. Martin. This was Mr. Maguet. 1889, a commander of the French army. And here he's sitting outside. I see a lot of things with military, army, guns and swords. So that leads us to assume that most likely these people had some influence in French army and politics. Wow. Place this beauty back where it belongs. Let's explore this attic a bit further. Want to see, did I miss anything up here? Most likely, but you can't go through everything. Wow, 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 wow. We got a full stack of papers left here. Handwritten papers. The 2nd of July, it says on here. The 16th of December. They're probably hundreds of years old and still left up here for us to read. There's no exact date on them. Let me just quickly read this one and tell you what's on there. Okay, I'm learning a lot of French, but what I can translate from it is just an application for a zoning around this area, around this property, and it's directed to Monsieur Martin, and it's most likely the owner of this place. There's no date on it or anything, so this might be a grandfather from the former owner. Who knows, but it's very interesting to read through these papers. I'm definitely going to read through some more of these, but first we're going to explore the other parts of this attic. These upholstery chairs are just completely deteriorating, and it's very sad to see. Oh, such a wonderful castle falling apart. Shouldn't be legal to happen. Stop to place a statue underneath. Oh, completely falling apart. I think the servants would sleep here on the top floor. You can see very ordinary rooms, not very stylish, no artifacts, no artworks, no beautiful wallpaper. There are beds in here. And back when the beginning of this castle, the people that lived here, they definitely had their fair share of servants because they were very rich. You can just assume that easily. It seems like we ended up in some sort of a little kitchen area. A lot of upholstery chairs here to the side. And a cooktop as well. Wow. A wonderful exhauster. Dustpan down here. The battlefield. France. Oh my god. Is this a swan or a geese? No, it's a swan. Wow. Taxidermy swan. It just looks like it can get to life at any second, spring back to life. I'm very scared to touch it. Wow. It's definitely dead, but wow. This is a unique thing to see in an abandoned place. Some sides for a bed as well. A few more things up here, a few more rooms. Built-in cabinet as well. This top floor. This one is again completely filled with books, with paperwork. What do we have in here? Oh, this is a very nice one. Let's open this up. Let me show you. Wow. So one of the former owners was definitely an artist who lived in this place. You can see all the sketches that she or he made. Wonderful to see. These vintage depictions of France and their former inhabitants. Very religious. Here to the side we can see a castle depicted. Just only going through these books, through these sketches is already a treat for me. Seeing what these people made. It's just lovely. I think she or he used it more like a sketchbook. They have also some cutouts from some newspapers. This. And it goes on and on and on. Displaying castles, grand historical places. It also talks about famine, animals, and other things. I love this page very much. You can see some animals on here and some forests and everything. And I think this is Paris. We have a wonderful cathedral, Descartes, city in France, over here. And it also talks about famine, which you can see. Hunger, people that are starving, also part of the former times, people that have been fed to lions. Wow. These booklets reveal things about France and about this place. It's just unreal. I see another thing down here, and that's this magazine of this Renault that you could buy. 4 to 8 cylinders from 1933. Just an advertisement from a French car. Lovely, everybody. Lovely. One last look at the cabinet before I close it up forever.
Mm.
Bye-bye. Again, so much more. Upholstery chairs just stacked in this room. What are they doing here? Was he selling those, or what's the purpose of them? I'm not sure. Horns from a goat. Oh my god. And here we can see that the ceiling is completely bending. The floor, the house or the castle is just falling apart.
A shame.
And here's one last room on this top floor we have not seen yet. Beautiful.
Before I end off this week's video, I want to thank the sponsor Squarespace. Squarespace is a powerful online platform on which you can build your own website. But that's not the only thing that Squarespace can do for you. On your own website, you can also...
Another cracking one. Hey ladies, I enjoyed that. Oh, it's such a shame, ain't it? When you see the ceilings collapsing, because they'll eventually collapse all the way through to the bottom. And all that gorgeous furniture and all them beautiful paintings just be lost. Such a shame. Anyway, thanks for watching. I did enjoy that one. Oh, I did. But that first one's still playing on my mind. Oh, very sad. Oh. Anyway, thanks for watching, darlings. See you soon. Bye.